Welcome to a special video assignment on Survivor. In this project, we're going to be looking at season 1 of Survivor, which came out in 2000. If you don't know this show, the basic idea is that a group of people are placed in a wilds situation and designated as a tribe. These people are given tasks and so forth to work on, and then every 3 days they get together and the group votes somebody out of the tribe, and they're off the show. And so your strategy has to be, I don't want to be seen as a threat to everybody. So I don't want to be seen as someone who's going to win if they stay on because people don't want you around. But I also don't want to be seen as a burden to the tribe, as somebody who they don't like, who doesn't help, who doesn't make things better. Before each vote, there is a contest of some kind. It could be mental, it could be physical. And the winner of that contest is immune from the vote. And then it finally gets down to the last 2 contestants. And when there's 2 left, the last 7 people voted off are brought back, and they're a jury, and they decide who wins the $1 million prize. You want to make sure that when you get down to the final 2, that you're likable. People see you as somebody who deserves the prize more than the other person. A lot of strategy here. The three final contestants are Rudy, Rich, and Kelly. Now, Rudy is an older, I think, ex-Marine. He's extremely loyal, very dedicated to the tribe, and very likable. But he's older. Rich is a healthy young man, fairly athletic, and Kelly is a woman, young woman, again, athletic and likable. So you know, they all have their following. We get down to these final 3. Now, you need to know that Rich and Rudy had formed an alliance early on and had been very loyal to each other all along in this process. So now we get down where we're going to vote off the 3rd person, leaving the final 2. And before that happens, there's going to be a contest. And in this particular contest, it's a contest of endurance. You have to stand in a very awkward position holding a totem against a pole. And whoever lets go, of course, would be out. And then whoever lets go next would be out. And then the winner would be determined from there. And so the night before, people are thinking about this and so forth. And then, of course, the next day, what happens? Well, Rudy, Rich, and Kelly get up on the poles. They start holding on. And about an hour and a half into this, to everybody's surprise, Rich lets go and just steps off the pole. And, of course, then we have Rudy, the older gentleman, and Kelly left. Now, Kelly holds on and she wins, which makes her immune. And she is, of course, going to decide who gets to be eliminated. She can eliminate Rich, but if she does, then she has to go against Rudy, the popular older gentleman, with the 7 previous people. She's going to lose. On the other hand, if she votes off Rudy, she'll be seen as the person who voted off the most likable person on the show, and people won't like that, and they'll vote for Rich. So she's in a no-win situation. So the question is, why did Rich let go when he did? What was the thinking? And how would you diagram this as a tree with all the probabilities and so forth? What we want to do is see how we could have arrived at the decision that Rich did to let go much quicker than an hour and a half. And was that the right decision? Now, some of the things that we need to consider are the probabilities of different people winning on this last event. So let me give you those numbers. The probability given that Kelly and Rudy are the only 2 players competing at the very end on the challenge is Kelly is 0.9 or 90% likely to win, and Rich is 10% likely to win if it's just the 2 of them. If the 3 of them are, Kelly has more endurance, a little bit more in this kind of an event. She may not be strong, but she has a lot of endurance. And so we would say Rich has the probability of 0.45 or 45% of winning. Kelly has the probability of 50% of winning, and Rudy has only a 5% probability of winning. Now, the other probability we have to think about is how will the jury vote? between the different candidates. So given that the final two candidates are Rich and Kelly, and that Kelly has eliminated Rudy, then Rich has a 60% chance of winning, and Kelly has only a 40% chance. On the other hand, if it goes the other way, if Rich wins and votes off Rudy, he will be seen as somebody who went against his alliance partner. Then Rich has only a 40% chance of winning, and Kelly has a 60% chance of winning. If it comes down to if it's Rudy versus Rich or Rudy versus Kelly, then Rudy always wins 100% because everybody likes him, feels like he deserves the prize. So that's all of the nature elements of this. So what you have to do is you have to create nodes for nature with those probabilities. And then you have to use those probabilities to go to the scores to determine whether or not people win. So in this case, what you're trying to do is calculate the percentage probabilities. And of course, 100% would be 1, and the others would be 0.5 or 0.4 or 0.6, whatever. So you have to label all of the choices and then use reverse induction to move back along the path and come up with the actual probabilities of each player winning given how they perform in each situation. So what I want you to do is to diagram this out, and then using reverse induction, solve it based on what happened, and then give me the probabilities in each scenario by adding up all of the different probabilities along that path. So I want each path listed, each potential path, and then I want the probabilities along that path, and multiply them times each other to come up with the final results, and then show why Rich made the right decision in winning that competition. So that's your assignment. This information is available to you, and if you don't have the older book, I will include the information online so you can download it, look at it, which includes the tree with the probabilities. So it's pretty much already laid out for you. What I want you to do is go through the exercise of reverse induction and create a table that lists the probabilities and the winning scenarios. This homework assignment is worth 4 points. So you need to get it done and get it up quickly. You have until Monday to complete it. Good luck.